Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you love my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Okay, I hope I've worked out the settings on this new phone, so I think I've zoomed it out a bit more, give it a little bit more of a better perspective here. Anyway, as it is always the way, when I say I don't have any more files and then all of a sudden I've got too many. But anyway, I've showed you this one before, but I just wanted to revisit it. This is a Wiltshire file. It's one of the thickest I've ever had of the Wiltshire files. It's a beautiful Wiltshire file. The Wiltshire Australia logo is fantastic. Shows really well. It doesn't actually tell you what type of file it is. Like, it normally has second cut or bastard file or whatever on there. But the Wiltshire Australia is there. I don't know. I was going to turn it into a knife, but a striker knife, because it's one of those unusual ones. It's actually got no teeth on one side, which is unusual. They normally have teeth on both sides, but this one doesn't. So yeah, it's a strange one. It's got the beautiful teeth that it would make a fantastic striker. Yeah, I really want to make it into a striker. One of my oversized colonials, because I actually think the tine looks fantastic. Because if I make it into a striker knife, the Wiltshire part will just be gone, because this part here will be turned into the curl, because that's just the way it is. And I'd probably want to try and utilise most of the file. I wouldn't want to cut it off at all, because it's just a fantastic thick, really nice nice file. Bought another hammer. Yeah, Andrew's got me into the sickness of hammers. But it's a beautiful old Stanley, 1.25 pound. You can actually see the markings on there, made in England. So it's an old English Stanley engineer's hammer, ball peen. Well, I don't know if I'll even re-handle it. I'll rehang it, because the handle, I think, might be close to the original. It's yeah, it's a beautiful hammer. Feels really good in the hand. Seen a lot of work. They've the head's nice and tight. They have put a fair few wedges in there just to keep it, tighten it up. But I think I just might put it to work, because I wanted the progression. I wanted the full progression of my heaviest ones, about 1.1 kilo ball peen down to 500 gram ball peen. I find I am using ball peens as my standard smithing hammers, and I've got a double peen hammer now, and I tend to go over to for some reason, I don't know why, but I found the engineering hammers seem to work for me better. I don't know why. I've gravitated towards a couple of ball peens. I don't use the balls, but I haven't converted them over to straight peens, and I've kept them like they are. And I thought I'd just get the progression. But anyway, I'm actually gravitating towards a lighter hammer because of my elbow. So a 1 pound to 1.5 pound hammer is a lot better hammer for me. And this one, 1.25 pound, is a fantastic old Stanley. Beautiful hammer. I just wanted to put it on camera so Andrew can have a look at it, because he hasn't seen it yet. So yeah, but yeah, beautiful hammer. And yeah, he's a bad influence on me, because he's got me into hammers now. So yeah, I've never looked at them before. Anyway, I showed you these big thick files, the round ones. Talked to Andrew about them. I think, yes, this one is going to turn into I'm going to flare the head out, turn it into a Cobra. So this is going to be a big cobra. It's going to be a beast of a striker, but I think it'll work. Yeah, I've seen a few strikers that had the cobra flared out here, and it looks really good. I think that one will work out right. These will just be oversized taipans. They're fairly thick, but yeah, really nice ones. Then I got onto a bloke on Australian blade forums, and yeah, he said, I've got a couple of old round files, you pay for the postage, he'll send them to me. Excellent. So that was fantastic. So he sent me a few, and that was where these came from. Those ones were with that. The bloke who sold me them had a couple of squares, so I've got a few square ones. I'll be able to make them into snakes as well. He also sent an old, I'm not sure, I didn't clean it up, but I think it'd probably be a Wiltshire, and it doesn't matter anyway, it's a pretty old file. I'm going to give this one to Andrew because he makes these into snakes. I don't really use the half rounds, because you can make them into strikers, but he makes them into snakes, and he does a really good job of them. So that one's going to Andrew. But he sent me 4 really good size round files for making into snakes. So I've got 4 more of the nice length ones, so that's 4 more of them, and 2 of the smaller ones. I don't know how that might be a tiny little one, and this one will be a smaller one. So yeah, anyway, yeah, so I'm going to tell the bloke at the markets just to woo up. If he does find any more, I'll probably buy a couple more of him. But this has got me for enough now to make, yeah, I've got enough making snakes for a while. Yeah, I don't want to keep making snakes, because I love them and they're a really interesting build. I don't want to just that's all I'll be doing with them. So yeah, it was interesting to do for because I had a couple of round files and I didn't know what to do with them, and then I worked out how to do the snakes. But yeah, I'll probably do a couple, one for my 1000th giveaway. I'll keep one aside for that, and make a couple up as maybe a couple of giveaways or whatever, yeah. So, but yeah. Anyway, I thought I'd show you that. I'm not going to rush into this one. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, because it's such a nice file, and it'd be a shame to cut it up and then do it and then work out something else that could have been better. And I'm really liking that. Yeah, and it just, if it hadn't been so damaged up there, because sometimes you do have to choke up. You don't really choke right up there, but yeah, it just adds character, I suppose. Yeah, but you can really see the Stanley, and 1 1/4 pound made in England. It's an old hammer. It's a beautiful old hammer. I can't wait to get it to work again. It's going to be really good. I do normally keep the engineer's hammers flat faced. Normally with smithy hammers, you roll the face of the hammer, because you don't want sharp corners, because that leaves hammer marks. Whereas if you roll it, it's a lot better. But all my engineer's hammers have all got flat faces on them, and it seems to work for me. But anyway, yeah, I might just leave it as it is. I don't even know if I'll rehang it. I'm going to talk to Andrew anyway, because yeah, he knows a lot more about it than I do, that's for sure. Anyway, yeah, as I said, normally as it is I say I don't have any, and then all of a sudden I've got more than I need. But yeah, this will keep me busy for a few sessions, definitely a few sessions anyway. So yeah, as it goes, I usually only can get 1 snake done and then 1 or 2 strikers done. My arm's not holding up too well. I don't want to overwork it and then get to the point where I can't do my arm, hurt my arm, and then I'm buggered. And yeah, so yeah, the old body 52, so my body's starting to play up a little bit. But anyway, that's the way it goes, you know. I just keep it strapped, and my knees strapped now too, because that's playing up too. So anyway, this is the way it goes. Once you get older, things start playing up. Anyway, shouldn't sit here and whinging. I didn't mean that. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's not what it's about. It's about, I'm excited about these. Anyway, thanks for watching.